Why, hello everyone, and welcome to my beautiful little cave spider drowner string machine on the, guess what, RedCubed server. Oh, shice. Oh, crud. Oh, I just poisoned myself. What have I done? You spiders will now drown for your insolence. Now, before you guys start having an aneurysm, just because I joined the server does not mean that the single-played world is stopping. I'm repeating, the single-play world is still a go. That is still going to go. It is going to be absolutely, completely separate and different from this RedCubed server. Now, this RedCubed server is ran by SilentMystification, and you will find his link in the bottom in the description, along with all of the other members on the server. So this is kind of like a vanilla koala craft, I guess. It's just a bunch of YouTubers on a server just chilling out together and hanging out. I haven't been on here very long, so I've just been strip mining, gathering resources, things of that nature, because, I mean, come on. How many series do you need to watch someone starting from scratch? So I figured I would at least do some work before I brought you guys down and showed you around. And by some work, I mean I have a little shack above. I actually have full diamond armor and full diamond gear. I am in no short supply of diamonds on here, and I have found two spawners. I found that, oh, let's see here. I found that spider spawner, and right here I have a skeleton spawner, bone machine, merjig. That is what this is. Maybe a skeleton will be kind enough to spawn for us so that we can gather its bones from its decayed life. And you know, I just realized that it was probably a really bad idea to use a wood plank there, because I think that can catch on fire. And if it catches on fire, the skeleton will escape. Huh. Oh well, there's our bone. So, as you can tell, we just have the most basic of farms here on the server. Nothing particularly good yet. And now I will simply pop back up top and we will take a look at the area that I'm in. Alright, here we are. Now this thing has been blown to creeper cum several times. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the first couple of days of me on the server were just the message log saying Primary Artemis has been blown up by a creeper like 60,000 times. It just never stopped happening. Every freaking time I came up here, there were creepers. Like, it was just like the creeper mafia was like, that's some nice land you have here. Shame if it got blown up. And then they blew up. There wasn't even any like blackmail. They just blew up. They're a terrible mafia. They didn't try to get anything for their work. All they did was kamikaze me. Stupid creepers. So yeah, the shack is kind of terrible, but it does have a nice potato farm hooked to the back of it that utilizes the cobble walls. I actually kind of like this design. I think it looks excellent. I think it is beauteous. So I don't even care. I'm just going to break it. What do I have in my inventory? Junk blocks. You go. As you can tell, I don't really have any sort of organization system, like, at all. Like, it's just literally me throwing things in chests randomly. But that will change in click to furnace, meant to close the door. That will change in the near future, because we have plenty of things to look on. Now, there we go. Lost control of my character there for a second. So if we just climb up this hill over here, you will see, and we can, Simba, look upon the land, and everywhere the sunlight touches is yours. So basically, I have settled down in this big, beauteous plain full of glorious sheep, and my single-player world is very technical. It's technicamifying everything. I make farms, and I explain how things work, and that's just what I do in the single-player world. For whatever reason, just ended up being a technical Let's Play. I mean, it wasn't even by design. I just kind of played the game, and it ended up being technical, and I was like, Okay, so here's a technical Let's Play. And I want this world to be something different. Something new, something fresh. So, I have potatoes here somewhere. Where? ¿Dónde estás mi popatos? Necesitas las papas por mi estómago. Do I not have any more cooked potatoes? Will the real cooked potatoes please stand up? I guess there are no cooked potatoes here. Okay, that works. So I will just cook a few more potatoes since, you know, someone came in here and must have ate all my potatoes. I bet it was Drew. Drew likes to eat people's potatoes. It's a known fact. Okay, so I'm just going to new and new. Excellent. So when I come back, a stack of potatoes should be. Why is the moon rising and there are 3 people on the server? Why does this happen to me? Just look out my window with sadness as the moon rises. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing I can do while the moon's up. I just can't going out there. Oh, actually, that's so much stone. Actually, I could go out there because I am all kitted up with my sharpness 6 potato, that it would actually not be terrible for me to go out here and try to take them on, but it might be terrible. It could be absolutely devastating to my health, and no one likes things devastating to their health. But I want to come out here anyway, and we're going to continue getting a lay of the land because, you know what? I don't even care. I am an unstoppable koala. That's right. You have nothing on me. And there's zombies spawning everywhere, so I'm going back to the base. And I'm going to wait for it to become daytime, and then we will continue talking about our shindiggerness. So, I will be back to you guys in approximately 4 minutes when the sun cycle goes. Okay, here we are during the day. I was planning on doing like an epic sunrise thing and singing the song from Lion King, but that didn't really work out because people came to my door asking me if I knew who a lost dog was, which inevitably I did, so I helped return a dog to his home. So we won. We've won this round. We may not have seen a sunset, but a dog has made it home safely, so that's all good. Now, what are we doing? As you can see, I have all of this wonderful flat land. And what am I going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I have thousands of sheep. I have massive fields and flocks of sheep, and there are wolves afoot, whom I do not want to kill the sheep, so I just kind of kill wolves wherever I see them, because I want my sheep to be happy and preserved. Isn't that right, Mr. Sheepy? Oh yes, oh yeah, oh yes, Mr. Sheepy. So, I have thousands of sheep, and I have a nice large building area, so what am I going to do? My plan for the server... Oh, there's a pumpkin field over here. I don't even know that. I haven't even come this far in my own territory. That's how little I've explored my own area. That's how few time I've spent on the server. I bet there's tons of sheep in the swamp because sheep love the swamp. I don't know why, they just do. So, what am I doing here? This server, I'm going to... The ultimate end goal for this server is to build a clothing shop. Yes, that's right. I said a clothing shop. So, what we're going to do is there's going to be 3 main buildings. We're going to build myself a house. We're going to build myself another bank, because, I don't know, I just like banks. Banks are just my thing. Leave me and my banks alone. Don't you be getting over me and hating my banks. So we're going to build my house a bank, and we're going to build tons of farms for all of the dye colors. So we need a red rose farm, a yellow rose farm. Sadly, we cannot farm lapis. The white farm is already done because of the bone meal, but we will have to build a squid farm. What else is there? I feel like I'm missing something. There's red cactus. We have to build a cactus farm. Red, blue, green, black, white. Yeah, and I think all the colors are based off that. So we have a couple of farms to build. And I think we're just going to have to buy lapis from other people, basically. We're going to have to just constantly mine lapis and constantly buy it from people. Because we need chests upon chests of lapis for our clothing industry to flourish. And so clothing industry is basically going to consist of dyeing clothes and making leather clothes. So, the first thing I'm going to do is something we're all familiar with, and I am going to build myself a bank. And I'm going to build myself a bigger bank than my Let's Play world. And don't worry, my Let's Play world's getting an overhaul very soon. I have to take a break from it for a little while. After 48 episodes, almost 50, I just need to step back from it from a while, just kind of let my jets cool and reevaluate what I want to be doing with it. So, yes, that is all good. Now, I know this was a relatively short episode, but don't worry, this was just an intro episode just to let you know what's going on, and I'll only post one of these every week, probably. It's not going to be like Feed the Beast or my single-player world where you're getting 3 or 4 of them in a week. It's just going to be once a week. I'm going to pop on here, and we're going to continue working on the clothing shop. So no worries about this overtaking my other series. This is just going to be, a once-a-week thing. Just, maybe Saturdays or Sundays or Wednesdays or Thursdays, or there'll be some day for this. Don't worry. There'll be a day, and I will choose that day, and I will prescribe that day to RedCubed, and then unprescribe it as soon as I miss a day and make up with it with something else. So don't expect a schedule from me. You guys know I'm very bad at schedules. So, wow. Koala legs. Koala legs. Koala legs. Well, that looks really trippy. So trippy, man. So trippy. So anyway, we're done with this episode here, and I want to get resources prepared, and we're going to start work on the Koala Clothing Co. Bank Extraordinaire. And after we finish building the Koala Clothing Bank Extraordinaire, we're going to go ahead and start on... Oh, no. Novonia. I'm not exactly sure that's how you say that name. I've heard that name said... You have to understand, I'm terrible with names. I see a name, I'll have heard a name pronounced, and I see words, and then the words are gibberish, and then the words, that's all we have to go on. And that's what I'll leave you with. Toodles.